Hi friends, welcome to KMate Gate is Education. Let's see the question given in Andhra Pradesh Power Sector Distribution Company in 2014. A 3.3 kV by 400 volts single phase transformer requires 330 volts to allow full load current at phi SC equal to 75 degrees and its voltage regulation at full load 0.707 lagging. This is the question given. So completely it is the voltage regulation problem. Voltage regulation problem. What we know formula of voltage regulation in transformer. Percentage voltage regulation equal to percentage resistance cos phi 2 plus or minus percentage reactance sin phi 2. This we know. Okay, he asks the voltage regulation at 0.707 lagging. Here you can see here 0.707 lagging, that is power factor cos phi I know. If I know cos phi, I can know sin phi. Cos square phi plus sin square phi equal to 1. From that you can get the sin phi, or if you have a calculator you can solve that. Okay, here plus for lagging power factor, minus for leading power factor, you know well. Okay, so in the question I don't know about the percentage resistance, so this is the question mark. I don't know about the percentage reactance, this is the question mark. How to calculate or how to solve this problem? We know that equivalent circuit of the transformer with respect to the secondary. If you see here, with respect to the secondary, this is load, neglecting the no load branch. Okay, this is an ideal transformer. This is an ideal transformer. I am transferring all the resistance with respect to the secondary. So you have RO2 and XO2. Here you have V2, load ZL, and you have E2, or K into V1. Simply this is an RL circuit. This is an RL circuit. RO2, XO2, let this is E2 and this is V2, and this is simply RL circuit. What you know voltage regulation formula? Voltage regulation, per unit voltage regulation equal to no load voltage minus full load voltage. What is full load voltage? This is a full load voltage and this is the no load voltage. Okay, so no load voltage minus full load voltage by no load voltage into 100. This is per unit. E2 minus V2 by V2. This is per unit. If you want percentage, you multiply by 100. Why we are taking E2 here? Whereas in alternator, E2 minus V2 by V2 in alternator, because this is the rated voltage in alternator. Here this is the rated voltage in transformer, so we are taking the rated voltage. Okay, so no load voltage minus full load voltage by rated voltage. What is the rated voltage in the transformer? E2 is the rated voltage, so E1 and E2 are the rated voltage in the transformers, whereas in alternator supply voltage is the rated voltage. So developing voltage is the rated voltage. At what load it is developing the rated voltage. So E2 minus V2 by V2 into 100 for alternator, E2 minus V2 by E2 into 100 for transformer. Let apply KVL here. E2 equal to V2 plus I2 RO2 plus J I2 XO2. This is the equation, KVL equation for this. Let draw the phasor. This is reference V2. Okay, I am taking the lagging power factor load. I am taking lagging power factor load. Okay, E2, and you have I2, and you have I2. You get I2 RO2, and you have I2 XO2, Ji2 XO2, and finally you have E2. So this is the phasor diagram. So this is the power factor 5. This is power factor, load power factor 5. Right. So this is O, and this is A, and this is point B, and this is point C. This is point C. What I am doing here is I am drawing I am extending this OA line. I am extending this OA line. I am extending this OA line. I am drawing perpendicular here, perpendicular from E2. I am drawing perpendicular from E2. Okay, now you can see here the same I2, the same reference voltage V2. What is the power factor here? Power factor angle here 5. With OE2 as a radius, OE2 as a radius, I am drawing an arc. Okay, so from you see here, this is E2 here, up to here E2, up to here E2, up to here E2. Okay, let this C A B O A B C, let this is a D, this is a D. Okay, this is an angle delta. Let assume this is an angle delta, making an angle E2 is leading V by some delta. Okay, you have some gap now, so that angle may be delta. Right. So what is the voltage regulation? E2 minus per unit voltage regulation equal to E2 minus V2 by E2. E2 minus V2 by E2. So you see here, what is E2 here? This is D dash. This is D dash. So what is E2 here? OD dash. What is V2 here? OA minus OA divided by, what is E2 here? OD dash. What is OD? OD equal to E2 cos delta. OD equal to E2 cos delta. Okay, if I neglect this, so OD I can approximate OD dash. If I neglect this drop, if I neglect this DD dash drop, then I can take E2 as OD. If it is possible, only delta is very small. So this is approximate. We are doing approximate voltage regulation. Okay. Hope you understand. I am doing approximate voltage regulation. I am neglecting the D dash drop. Okay. Then OD is approximately equal to the OD dash. So I can write the per unit voltage regulation formula. OD dash equal to OD minus OA by OA. Sorry, OD. OD minus OA by OD. Okay. Let's see here. We know that impedance triangle diagram, if I have a resistance R, if I have a reactance here, if I have a impedance diagram like this, impedance triangle diagram, cos phi is R by Z. So let's take this as impedance angle theta. Let theta be the impedance angle, theta be the impedance angle, phi be the power factor angle. Theta is impedance angle, phi is the power factor angle. Okay, so you see here, if you see here, this is I2 RO2, AB is I2 RO2, BC is I2 XO2, and the resultant triangle is I2 ZO2, I2 ZO2. Okay, I2 ZO2. So now what is the angle it is? You can see here, this is impedance angle theta. Impedance angle theta. So what is the effective angle here? What is the effective angle here? You see here, what is the effective angle here? Theta minus phi. Theta minus phi. Theta minus phi. So if you see here, A, B, C, this makes power factor angle, this makes impedance angle, this makes impedance angle, this makes the voltage axis, what I have extended OA AD dash, it is theta minus phi. Theta minus phi. Okay, right. What is the formula? What is the formula? OD minus OA by OD. OD minus OA by OD. So what is OD? OD equal to OD. You see here, OD. This is OD. You can see here, this is OD, and this is OA. OD minus OA. OD minus OA. So I am removing OA from OD. What I get? IE2 cos of theta minus phi. You see here, projection of perpendicular, projection of the perpendicular here, projection of the perpendicular here. Sorry, I2 ZO2 cos of theta minus phi. So OD minus OA. You see here, projection of this I2 ZO2 projection I have on this AD. So what is this here? I2 ZO2 cos of theta minus phi. Theta minus phi by E2, by E2, I2 ZO2 by E2 into cos of theta minus phi. This is the voltage regulation, per unit voltage regulation. So this is also called I2 ZO2 E2 is called per unit impedance. Per unit impedance. You know that Z equal to voltage by current. Z per unit equal to Z actual by Z base value. What is the Z base? Z actual by V base by I base. So I am taking, so Z actual into Z into current into voltage is equal to per unit impedance into cos of theta minus phi. So this is the voltage regulation. This is the voltage regulation. But now also I don't get this formula for this question. Now also I don't get this formula for this question. Okay. So from what I get this, from what concept I get the formula to solve this answer. Okay, so what is the two formulas in voltage regulation of the transformer? Percentage resistance cos theta 2 plus or minus percentage reactance cos sin phi 2 is one formula, Another thing, for another formula is I2ZO2 by E2 into cos of theta minus phi, where theta is impedance angle minus phi is the power factor angle, or per unit impedance into cos of theta minus phi. So you can get the question giving these values, per unit impedance value, theta value, phi value, you can get the question per unit voltage regulation. So but here phi s is a short circuit power factor. Let's see, we know that short circuit test, we know very well about the short circuit test in transformer. Short circuit test conduct on LV winding, placing meters on instruments on HV winding. You see here, short circuit test should be conducted on rated current condition. Rated current. Short circuit test should be conducted on rated current. So you have HV side and LV side. So HV side voltage is high, current is very less. Here voltage is less, current is very high. So you can short circuit this, current is very high. Okay, so I am short circuiting. You can see here, this is the transformer. I am short circuit, this is HV and this is LV. I am short circuiting this. I am placing the instruments here. I am placing the instruments here. This is wattmeter, and I am placing ammeter, and I am placing the voltmeter. This is the procedure we do while conducting the short circuit test. Okay, short circuiting the LV winding, instruments are placed on the HV winding. Here you have two types of current: steady state short circuit current, steady state short circuit current, and rated short circuit current. Rated short circuit current. What is steady state short circuit current? You are short circuiting the LV winding, applying the rated voltage. You are applying the rated voltage. For applied rated voltage, what is the short circuit current? This is called a rated short circuit current, steady state short circuit current. For applying the rated voltage, what you get the current in the short circuit winding, this is called a steady state short circuit current. This is called a steady state short circuit current. Okay, applying the rated voltage. Applying the rated voltage. You apply the reduced voltage. You apply the voltage such that, not voltage, you apply the voltage, not rated voltage, you are applying the voltage such that the current in the transformer short circuited winding, ISC is equal to the rated current. Rated current. Okay, so you are applying the rated voltage. We don't know whether the what amount of the current flowing in the transformer winding. You are placing the ammeter and you read the value. That is the steady state short circuit current. You apply the voltage, not rated voltage, and you observe the current in the ammeter by varying with variac such that the short circuit current is equal to the rated current. So that is called a rated short circuit current. That is called a rated short circuit current. So short circuit current, that is rated current. So by applying the variac in this HV side, we are adjusting the voltage such that the short circuit current is equal to the rated current. That is called a rated short circuit current. So in you can see here in short circuit test, voltage, voltmeter reading, ammeter reading, wattmeter reading. The voltmeter reading is equal to the 5 to 8% of the rated voltage is enough to produce the short circuit current that is equal to the rated current. Only 5 to 8% of the rated voltage is enough to produce the rated current, that is short circuit current equal to rated current in the transformer winding. Ammeter equal to full load current. It is a full load current. Wattmeter reads the copper loss. Wattmeter reads the copper loss. Okay, you see here, you observe here, what I do here is, this is HV winding, this is HV winding, and this is LV winding, this is LV winding. Okay, I am short circuited. I measured all the parameters here. I measured all parameters here. I measured all parameters here. I am transferring, or I can transfer this secondary side to the primary side anywhere. You can see here, this is RO1 and this is XO1. Okay, and I am short circuited. Equivalent circuit. I am applying the supply voltage. So this is the short circuit current equal to full load current is flowing. Short circuit current equal to full load current is flowing. So I am transferring this to this, here to here, secondary to primary, and I am short circuiting this. Okay, this is the equivalent circuit. So you can see here, V equal to ISC into RO1 plus JXO1. Okay, so this is V ISC into RO1, so ISC into XO1 and ISC into ZO1. So this is a short circuit power factor angle. What is the cos phi SC? Cos phi SC equal to RO1 by ZO1. RO1 by ZO1. Okay, so this is the short circuit test what you perform in the transformer analysis. So cos phi SC power factor equal to RO1 by Z1. Or if you transfer these two here, you can transfer from primary to secondary, second to primary, there is no problem. Okay, but you have to short circuit LV winding. I can transfer HV to LV, no problem. Okay, if I transfer, this will be RO2 and XO2. Here something V dash will come. So V dash equal to IS into RO2 plus JXO2. So cos phi S equal to RO2 by ZO2. This you can do anything. Okay, and what you have to measure in this short circuit test? Percentage resistance, percentage reactance, and percentage impedance. These are the three measurable things here. How can you measure percentage resistance? Here I am going fastly. Percentage resistance equal to percentage full load copper loss. That is full load copper loss by VA rating into VA rating of the transformer into 100. This is the percentage full load copper loss. How can you find the percentage impedance? So percentage resistance equal to percentage full load copper loss by VA rating. So percentage impedance equal to, you can see here, VSC equal to percentage impedance. First you find the per unit impedance. Per unit impedance here is ISC into ZO1 by V1 rated. So here ISC equal to full load current. So here full load current is there, rated voltage is there, rated current is there, rated voltage is there, and ZO1 is there. So ISC equal to full load current, that equal to, so you can write this as VSC by V1 rated. So percentage impedance is nothing but the amount of the rated voltage, required to produce the rated short circuit current. So you can see here VSC equal to ISC into ZO1, that by V1 rated. That is short circuit percentage impedance is nothing but a amount of the voltage that is required. So you can see here amount among the rated voltage, out of the rated voltage you are taking the VSC amount of the voltage. Okay, so fraction of the voltage. So the amount of the voltage required to produce the rated short circuit current is nothing but a percentage impedance. Percentage impedance. If you know percentage resistance and percentage impedance, you can easily calculate percentage reactance. Percentage reactance. Okay, percentage reactance, because Z equal to R plus JX, magnitude, you apply magnitude and you can get the answer. Okay, let's see here. What is voltage regulation? What is voltage regulation? Voltage regulation equal to per unit resistance in voltage regulation equal to per unit voltage regulation equal to per unit resistance into cos phi 2 plus per unit reactance into sin phi 2. We know that per unit resistance equal to I2 RO2 by E2 cos phi 2 plus I2 XO2 by E2 sin phi 2. Okay, so from short circuit test, we know that I am referring the short circuit equivalent circuit to the LV side, totally to the LV side I am short circuiting. So if I do like this, this is ISC into RO2 and this is ISC into XO2 and this is ISC into ZO2. This is ISC into ZO2 and this is power factor angle. So what we know here, ISC RO2, how can I write this? ISC RO2 equal to ISC ZO2 cos phi SC. Can I write it or not? ISC RO2, this component equal to ISC ZO2 cos phi SC component. Similarly, ISC XO2 component equal to ISC ZO2 sin phi SC component. Right or not? Okay, so what is from short circuit test, you know, ISC is a full load current. ISC is a full load current. Okay, so what is the voltage regulation current? I2 is it is a full load current. So both are same. I can write this as ISC RO2 by E2 cos phi S cos phi 2 plus what I can write this as ISC XO2 into E2 sin phi 2. Can I write or not? Okay, let's see here. What is ISC R2? ISC R2 equal to ISC ZO2 cos phi SC. I can write this as ISC ZO2 cos phi SC cos phi 2 by E2. I can write this as ISC ZO2 sin phi SC into sin phi 2. Can I write or not? By E2. Okay, so I can take common ISC ZO2 by E2 into cos phi SC cos phi 2 plus sin phi SC into sin phi 2. Okay, can I write or not? Similarly, I can write this as ISC ZO2 by E2 cos of phi SC minus phi 2. So what is this? ISC into ZO2 per unit impedance into cos of phi SC minus phi 2 I can write. Phi SC minus phi 2 and I can write. What we know per unit impedance? Per unit impedance, what I said in the short circuit test, VSC by V rated is nothing but a per unit impedance. Okay, VSC by V rated is nothing but a per unit impedance. So I can write this as VSC by V rated into cos of phi SC minus phi 2. Can I write or not? Okay, so finally, what are the formulas you have? What are the formulas you have for to solve this? So this is one formula. First formula is voltage regulation equal to per unit voltage regulation equal to per unit resistance into cos phi 2 plus per unit reactance into sin phi 2. What is the per unit reactance? I2 into RO2 by E2 into cos phi 2 plus I2 into XO2 into E2 into sin phi 2. This is one formula. What we know? Second formula is per unit impedance into cos of the impedance angle minus power factor. So what is the per unit impedance? Per unit impedance equal to I2 RO2 by I2 ZO2 by E2 into cos of theta 2 minus phi. Okay, or you can write this as, okay, so what is the per unit impedance? In terms of a transfer short circuit test? So VSC by V1 rated VSC by V rated into cos of theta 2 minus phi. What is the third formula? So third formula is per unit impedance into voltage regulation. Per unit voltage regulation equal to per unit impedance into cos of phi SC minus phi. So what is the per unit impedance? I2 ZO2 by E2 into cos of phi SC minus phi. I can write this as VSC by V rated into cos of phi SC minus phi. So now solve the question here. He given that, you can see here, single phase 330 volts I am applying. So 330 volts I am applying to allow the full load current. That means he applying on HV side. Where he applying? He applying the HV side to allow the full load current, that is on LV winding. He is applying the short circuiting. He applying on LV winding. He applying the 330 volts on where? 330 volts on HV side. What is the rated voltage on HV side? 3.3 kV. What is the rated voltage on HV side? 3.3 kV. Now what is the voltage regulation? 0.707 is given, phi SC is given. Voltage regulation equal to VSC by V rated into cos of phi SC minus phi. What is the short circuit? 330 volts by 330 volts by 3.3 kV, that equal to 33 into 1000 into 10. Okay, cos of phi SC. What is phi SC? 75. Theta power factor angle 0.707 cos 45. Okay, so here 10, here 10, here 10, here 10. So you can get 33 ones. So 1 by 10 into cos 30. Cos 30 is how much? Root 3 by 20 into 100. Percentage into, if you want percentage, you have to multiply by 100. 25 is 1.73 into 5. That equal 5 2 is 10, 5 3 is 5 1 6. 5 2 is 10, 5 3 is 15, 1 16, 5 7 is 35, 1 6 30, 5 1 is 3. 8.66% is the answer. So answer is 8.66%. So you have to remember three formulas in voltage regulation. What is the formula? Percentage per unit resistance into cos phi plus or minus per unit reactance into sin phi 2. One thing, if you know impedance angle and power factor angle, per unit impedance into cos theta minus phi. If he is not given per unit impedance directly, he will give the VSC by V rated. So another formula is per unit impedance into cos of phi SC minus phi. Okay, and you can see here this theta to impedance angle, this is equal to the, if voltage regulation is same, means it will be the same. go with clear concept and try to solve the more number of problems, then only you get the full ideas of the formulas. Okay, so don't aware of only single formulas. Go to standard textbook and analyze all the problems. Then if you solve the more number of problems, you get the more number of formulas. Okay, so for 1 mark it is given in APSPDCL 2014. Simple. If you remember this per unit impedance into cos of phi SC minus phi, then it is easy. So you can expect in future coming competitive exams like T or B and future transcode distribution discounts, and maybe 1 mark in gate question also. Okay, thank you friends. If you like it, share to your friends. Thank you.